wolf. I mean, he used the wolf, the lemur, the pig, and the snub-nosed monkey to create the human being race in one drop of our blood. That's what he used.
Where are you? This so he created the human being on planet Earth. Where most of the people watching want to know, where are you getting this information? Because a lot of us have not heard of this level of information before. Right. We you know, we've heard of metaphysical things like this, but a lot of things you are dropping, we have not heard of this before. So where are you getting the bulk of your information? Is it channeled? Is it books? Is it teachers? You know,
every time I come in front of these cameras on the social media platform, I'm always channeling. Like, I channel my information. So I channel this information from within. I bring this information down to this planet from the plasma energy realms, and I bring it down to the physical realm, and I release it because I've led over 10,000 ancestors within my vessel. So that's just like when you see me standing right here, this is like just a physical replication of some of my spiritual protection and my ancestors that are with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just have this here in this candle burning for no reason. But we have been lied to about magic. So we don't understand that. But a person that understands magic, and if they understand a little bit of that, then they'll understand what's going on right now, or why we got this frequency bulb, why I hit it a certain amount of times. I hit it 9 times to be exact, but nobody probably counted that. I'm using a certain color, but nobody's probably paying attention to that. I'm using certain things. I have on certain crystals. I have on a certain number of crystals, but nobody's probably paying attention to that. I have a certain set, a certain color on this wrist that's completely different from this wrist, but nobody's paying attention to that. So it's metaphysical. You know, it's me connecting to self. It's me connecting to the essence of source. And what I always tell people is like, don't even worry about where I'm getting it from. Get the message and see if it resonates with your soul. If it don't resonate with your soul, then don't listen to it. Don't believe it. Don't believe it just because I'm saying it. You know what I'm saying? But I like for people to. We've heard so many different perspectives, right? We've heard, and like I always say, we don't even know nothing about the shit they taught us about what they told us, and we don't even think. I wish we was that more critical, God, of what these white crackers told us. You see what I'm saying? Like when they sit there and told us like Jesus walked on water, I ain't never seen one black person say that. I ain't never seen a nigga walk on water. Because you never seen that. When they told us Jesus fed 5,000 with 2 loaves of bread, niggas never questioned like. So he fed 5,000 motherfuckers with 2 loaves of bread. But if I stay here and be like, hey, you know, but yeah, so they were created on a planet called Nern. A person to be in the audience, like, he's a fraud. He's lying. And I'm like, well, what if I said is more crazy than what they told you in religion? You see, because Daniel was in the lion den all night. And when they rolled the rock back, he was still there. Niggas been lying, bite him, growl at him with nothing. You feel me? Got a line, they snarl at him or nothing. So it's like, you know, that's why it's called like when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Like, what I'm saying, a person shouldn't hear from everybody else. Because then I'm not a true divinely sent teacher. I should say some things to make you be like, what the fuck he just said? If I'm not saying that, why am I in front of you right now?
Bobby Hemmett made me feel like that when I first heard him. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm like,
you gotta feel like that. That's how you know it's some real, it's a download. You supposed like, what the fuck? Because it's the rabbit hole. So I mean, for how far you go down the rabbit hole, at certain points going down that hole, you're gonna run across some shards, some glass, and rub an elbow and cut your elbow. Oh shit, something just fucked me up. They got something just bit shit out of me. They got mosquitoes down here. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, that's that moment where you feel like I got this life thing figured out, and then you hear something else and it take you deeper. You be like, okay, it's really another level of information, and it really is. Like I say, I couldn't flow through it like that. And those is in my university, or somebody that be on my channel. They know they didn't heard this a million times, or they watch me. They be know they're like, God, I don't really have no laptops in front of me. Just like when I talked about the Bermuda Triangle, I channeled that information down from the plasma energy realms, the quantum energy realms. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what did you say about the Bermuda Triangle?
I basically just was telling them why planes and everything go missing, and that it's pyramids under the Bermuda Triangle and this and that. And I had never heard that before or anything, God, no lie. And like a month later, like some people, like some of the guys tagged me in a post. They was like, God, I don't think they was watching your lecture. and CNN was like, scientists have now discovered this pyramid under the Bermuda Triangle. And I'm like, look at them. Y'all ain't never said it all these years. Y'all been saying shit. We don't know why. We don't know what the hell going on. All we know is boats and planes go through there and they don't come back. I'm just supposed to be a crazy YouTuber. So when I put the lecture up, it should just be a crazy YouTube lecture. It shouldn't turn into 2-3 months later. Now scientists have discovered, because they do that shit with a lot of lectures that I be putting out. They do that. They'll come out and be like, oh, we just discovered that. We just discovered that. And I'd be like, ain't no way y'all ain't watching this information. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way y'all ain't, because y'all should have been said that all these years. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like with information, like, yeah, like this is our cosmic history. And see, I like to emphasize cosmic though, God, because most of the information that we've received on this planet was like primitive. I'm talking about this is shit post-Adamite. Like when they get to talk about time and space and dinosaurs and all that shit, that's post-Adamite. So I'm not the person to give you no motherfucking leaf of no information. You got that? It's a whole tree, God. You feel me? It's a whole tree for those that want to know where the information come from. It's a whole tree of information. But when you listen to Rashad Jamal, right, it's the University of Cosmic Intelligence. So I'm down here in the soil. I'm giving you the seeds of where this shit started from. I'm not just giving you the leaf, because that leaf is connected to a branch. And that branch is connected to another branch, which is connected to the roots, and the roots is connected to the ground, which is connected to the seed. The seeds are sprouted from. So I like to go to the beginning and work my way from the beginning back. So for a lot of individuals, you got to go listen to other people before you even come and hear this shit I'm talking about, because you will have no clue. It's not like this ain't some shit you just come in on and you just get on your journey neither. Like you got to already be at a certain level on your journey to understand what we discussing right now in that level, because if not, you just completely closed off. You're like, Nern, planet Nern, what did he say? Two suns. What did he just say? Zeus and Satan, the same people. It was war. They whipped their ass another universe. Like that have a person like lost. But I'm not here to help you find yourself. I'm here to enlighten and inform. And I'm here to give the information that the planet is ready for right now. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm here to do. And that's why a lot of people, like, I get like a lot of my name get caught up in a lot of controversy, because it really be like people will just be upset, or they'll get jealous. You know, people that's trying to teach, they'll get jealous and be like, how the fuck does he know that too? And then they'll, you know, talk bad about me, or they'll go to attack me, and then I'll defend myself for somebody to chop the video up and post it and have me looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's cool. I like looking crazy.
What do you think about, you know, you mentioned multiverse several times tonight. What's your thoughts on this new Doctor Strange movie coming out, Multiverse of Madness? What's your thoughts on that, my brother?
I didn't even know they was coming out with a movie on it. I mean, I don't watch TV like that at all. But if they call it multiverse anything, once again, they stole it from us. You know, like I was said about Nern. You know, like Zeus created the human beings on planet Nern. That's in the 6th universe. You know, and he also on that planet he created werewolves. Werewolves are real. He created the ogres. Like Shrek is an ogre. Those are real beings. It's on Nern. You know what I'm saying? He created the human beings. That's why the human beings like the war. You know, so if they coming out with a movie called Multiverse, they're only coming out with these movies and these titles based upon the same thing we sitting here discussing right now.
Well, when you see Doctor Strange, he be hitting you with the
Mudras.
The mudras. Why does that make sense? Why is that an effective tool in terms of our spirituality, since you deal with a lot of energy work? Why is that so effective? The mudras.
Yeah, I mean, I make that public. I'm a practitioner of all forms of all the arts. Ancient voodoo, hoodoo, all forms of the arts are ancient arts. But yeah, mudras are powerful. You know, each finger on you connects to an element. You know, but so like I said, yeah, I gave lectures on this already on my website. Your index finger literally lines up. You have 5 fingers. It's 5 major elements. You know what I'm saying? You don't just have the number 5 for a reason, for no reason. 5 is the number of magic. Anytime you want to use doing magic, you have to use the number 5. That's why they use 5 a lot. You know, that's why they say give you a high 5. You know, that's why you shouldn't let nobody touch you. You know, because at the end of the day, your index finger controls the first element ever created, which is water. Your middle finger controls the second element ever created, which is fire. Your third finger, index finger, controls the third element ever created, which was earth or soil or planet cosmos. And your fourth, which your pinky, controls the element of air. And your thumb controls plasma energy. So this is what mudras is, a line of elements. So if you're doing this mudra, that's water and plasma energy. And your thoughts, whatever your thoughts are centered with, you're going to be able to tap into that. You know, so it's like, and it go even deeper than that, you know. So when you see Dr. Strange doing certain mudras and to open up certain portals, that's a real thing. You got to remember, Ashe is potential, it's life force, and it's all around you. Ashe, prana, chi, same thing, just different names. So it's potential energy. It's all around you. This is how they created the light bulb, right? It's energy. It's all around you. Just like right now, you don't feel it, but if you feel it, right? Your hands start getting warm. That's all that Ashe around you. That's the force. So with Star Wars, that was metaphysical. May the force be with you. When Yoda used to say that, you know, like when he was teaching Luke how to, you know, it's called a Jedi Knight, Jedi mind tricks. That's a real thing. That's like a real where we at. We are cosmic forces. We are like when Yoda told Luke, luminous beings we are. That's what we are. You know what I'm saying? Yoda represents the Moors. You know, Luke represents the human being because the Moors was the ones to help the human beings because the Moors was the ones that was assigned to watch over the human beings. When they came out the caves of Europe, when they came out the Caucasus Mountains, they was walking on all fours. We taught them how to stand upright. We started teaching them how to speak. We took the wooden boards and stood the white women up straight. That's why they had the flat asses to this day. Until they started doing the ass shots and the little working out. Like, you know, like all we did all that. And the reason they was able to conquer us is because the Moors started having sex with the white women. They started having sex with them. So in the Bible, when they get to talk about we sent the watchers to watch over them, they're talking about us. And we talking about how we sent the fucking Moors to watch over them because we was reverse engineering what Zeus had did to them. Because when they came out the Caucasus Mountains, they was walking on all fours, tails and shit, hairy, looking like Harry and the Hendersons. So we having open big hearts and big souls. We always been 11 species. We remember what Zeus was trying to do. So when the Pleiadians told us who they were, we like, oh, so he finally created them. Because remember, he was trying to create them here first. Remember? Right. So as we seen that, we're like, oh, okay, cool. And we seen they looked like us still. We're like, oh, he made them in our image. So when in the Bible, like God made man in his image, they talking about Zeus making mankind in his image, like us, the real Allah, arm, leg, arm, head, right? The Muslims call Allah God, right? Arm, leg, arm, head. That's the form of God in physical manifestation, which is us. You get what I'm saying, God? So at the end of the day, all that was taking place, and when they was in the caves and we started to reverse engineer them, this is why, like to this day, 1/4 of human beings still grow their tails. If you Google human beings growing tails, they're gonna tell you 1/4 of human beings still grow their tails. You will never see a black or Latino person grow a motherfucking tail a day in your life. We are two different species. So, you know what I'm saying? They human beings, we gods. I'm not saying we gods to call ourselves the most high. We are the most motherfucking high. So, people just gotta wake up and realize that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fake God ever did shit for you. You can get on your knees right now and pray to Jesus, Yahweh, motherfucking Bin Laden, Buddha, whoever the fuck you want to pray to. You could have never sucked the dick, smoked the blunt, cursed the motherfucker out, cut the lights off, stand in the middle of your living room and pray and make your salats. You can make them 5 times a day. You can make them 10 times a day. You can motherfucking pay all the tithes you want. I guarantee you the light in your living room ain't gonna come the fuck on till you get your ass up and go cut it on. So you God the whole time. People just don't want to accept their reality, that you control your reality. Anything bad happen to you is because you emitted that frequency. You're the creator, you're the judge of your days. That's the true judgment day. Ain't no motherfucking no fake white God and no big ass tall rocking cheer waiting for you to walk up one day like, yeah, we're gonna judge everybody. You judge your days every day with the seeds you plant. King, God, goddess, you know what I'm saying? So they don't want you to know that. They want you to wait on the heaven after here so that you don't be creating your shit now. So at the end of the day, like these oppressors was able to trick these black gods, which was the Moors, into the enchantment. So when they was watching and they started having sex with these white women after we started doing the reverse engineering and they started pillow talking, they started teaching them our enchantments, our spells, and that's what fucked us up. Once they taught us our enchantments, they taught them the enchantments and the spells and all our magic, they took that and they taught them the access codes to our Makerba. Because you have a Makerba around you, which is the 6-point star and where it comes from. That's all a part of sacred geometry. But you also have a galactic Makerba that we were using. And we had 2 suns. And they used that Makerba to blow one of our suns out of the atmosphere. They couldn't blow it up, but it just pushed it out the atmosphere. So it left us with 1 sun. And that ushered in nightfall because we had 2 suns orbiting at all times. See what I'm saying?
Yo,
it was never no moon in the sky.
You know what's crazy, Rashad? Pillow talking. If you watch Narcos and a lot of the gangster movies, it's how a lot of the dudes fuck up. The gangsters. Yeah, they get with these women and they start pillow talking. Next thing the woman tell the other people what they just told them. Next thing you know, boom, it's over for them.
Exactly. And God, that's why. See, I like to break it down in layman's terms so people can really feel it, God. Like I say, I believe in. It's like a nest. Information, once the information is, you receive this information, you got to spread it to everybody in the nest. Everybody in the nest ain't going to understand if I get to saying parthenogenesis, right? Like, what the fuck is that? I got to break down what parthenogenesis means, which is the ability for a species to reproduce without a male counterpart, which is where the lizards get its ability to do that from the goddess. Even to this day, a goddess can make a baby without us. But they don't want you knowing that, or me knowing that, right? Because now they got to explain too much other cosmic shit. You see what I'm saying? So, it's really was pillow talking. Like, in layman's terms, they weren't supposed to be having sex with him in the first place. They got to fall in love with him, liking him, just like they told him told out in the Bible. Liking him, falling in love with him. Next thing you know, now motherfuckers telling secrets. Motherfuckers, oh yeah, you know, if you want to get here, you hit that path, you know, you go do that kind of type shit. You know, nah, for real, God. You feel me? And that shit spun us literally into like 550 years of oppression, nigga. Motherfuckers pillow talking. Because they took all our shit, and them white women ran right back to them white man in the cave. Look, this is how you do this shit. And they took the shit, gave it to the Pleiadians, and they went right to work. They blew the sun out the sky. They motherfucker, once they figured out
what sun they blew out the sky? I'm sorry. What sun they blew out the sky?
Okay, so we had 2 suns. The sun you see now, that's the smaller sun we had. We had one that was way bigger than that. You feel me? And that was the main sun that was responsible for keeping the energy high at the point for us to do certain things we was doing. Like moving at speeds that nobody would believe right now. Being able to fly. Being able to just do all type of access all type of abilities that's in us, being luminous that we couldn't do. Like I say, we didn't have oxygen. Now they spray oxygen. They oxygen into the atmosphere in Margellans. We breathe that oxygen and it rusts us out. So now we appear these copper complexions. But without that oxygen, we would be breathing hydrogen, and then we would be blue, green, red. We would be other colors.
Like Avatar.
Like Avatar. Avatar was strictly about us and how the planet looked. Look at how their hair was. Look at how they had their crystals on. You got to look at what they had on. You know what I'm saying? That they was mocking us a little bit. But it's like when they attacked after they pushed that sun out the sky, that caused us to we was on the 33rd dimension when they came here. That caused us to drop all the way to like the 18th. So it was an immediate like reaction. A lot of your air dragons, they like went through reverse metamorphosis and they became birds that you see flying in the sky today.
Oh shit.
A lot of we had dragons back then, which they still fly around, but a lot of them became your modern day birds, eagles and hawks and shit. You know, we had land dragons and sea dragons, and they became your sharks and shit today. That you see,
and snakes,
and So everything changed when they moved that second. Our biggest sun out. That's what caused us to fall too, like shrink so quick. Like it was like if you watch a cartoon and how it'd be like a magic screen or go.
Oh, that's how it was like. Right.
That's literally what it was like. To see people, that's hard. Man. That's a hard concept for people to grasp. But they not realizing that magic. Let's talk about magic, right? What does magic come from? Magic comes from the fact that this realm is magnetic, right? You have a soul and a spirit. What is the spirit? Electricity. What is the soul? Magnetism. All right. So your soul is a magnet. and your spirit is electricity. All right. This is why we have the ability to attract things to us, because we are magnets. Magic, mag. Mag is the root word.
Mag.
So magic is just the science of understanding how to use your magnetism and electricity to manipulate other electricity and things around you, because everything has an electrical output to it, from the plants to the air to the elements to the animals. So if you can get in tune with your electricity and your magnetism, now you have enough control of your etheric bodies and your aura field, and now you can manipulate certain energies and do all type of things. So that's what magic comes from, right? So this is why they needed our enchantments and our spells to do what they did, because it wasn't just pushing the sun away. It was a multi-unit attack on us. They also understood through the pillow talking how connected we were to the trees. The trees emit some of the most powerful sources of electricity, solar electricity, directly from the cosmos into our planet. That's what trees do. They tell you trees pump out oxygen. That's a fucking lie. Trees never pumped out oxygen, because we never had oxygen on the planet till they bitch ass got here, right? And start spraying. And when you look in the sky every day, you see them planes spraying. They're spraying oxygen and Margellans, right? So Margellans is the nanotechnology that you breathe in that sticks to you, but it's robotoid. So it sticks to your cells, and it allows you to be controlled almost in like a clone format and manipulated via electronical output. You know what I'm saying? From like a source. That's what Margellans do. And the oxygen is there to rush you out, and it causes you to age. So when they come with the time spell, you believe in it because you see yourself age, but you're not aging from time. You're aging from the oxygen. So your body's rusting out. You begin to get wrinkled and more wrinkled as you more and more time you spend here. You know what I'm saying? So even the time spell, 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, but they can't tell you the 8th motherfucking day. And you count this every year is magic. It's light magic. See, we have dark magic. They have light magic. They have used light magic to put us under spells. They are using spells in every major city that is full of violence, like my hometown, Chicago. Spells on the land, right, to emit these frequencies, emit these energies. We were just talking about this yesterday. My cousin came over. We was talking about how you can drive from Brookhaven on the north side of Atlanta, and you will feel one energy, and drive by the time you get to the west side of Atlanta or the south side of Atlanta, you're going to feel a totally different frequency in the motherfucking air. And that's in any city, right? Why is that? They are literally, it's an output. It's an output of energy that they putting out there, just like with a dog whistle, and the dog will go crazy. This is what they do to make us feel tired or feel drained. The 5G towers and all of that. This is what all that's about. But that's all magic. That's all magic. They only know that because they were studying us from the pillow talking. So the ancient trees putting out this electrical output. If you look at your heartbeat, it's shaped just like the tree in its roots. You got your heart, and look at the veins in your heart. Now go look at a tree. It's like an upside down tree, right? So the tree, all the energy on the planet is in the roots, and the tree is in the soil, in the actual land. So that's what the trees did for us. When they got that's why they had to cut the trees down, because that cut our electricity down. So now we wasn't able to access certain abilities that we was using, like the gamma radiation, the photon energy, the advanced levels of lightning, or what they would call like